kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to throw on third. He lets one fly deep. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just going to keep it after the snap. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're testing the right side here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Unloads to the wideout. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Turning it on! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Give to Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. How about the QB? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Floating away. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. This offense is set up. 1st and goal after the gift on the defensive penalty. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Pulls it in. It's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
They're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Brown has it. Got the first down and more. And they're in for a touchdown. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smart points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Open field on the right. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Running it to the right. Fighting off the defender. And runs through another. And runs through another one. All by himself down the middle. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But
oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
this is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing.
Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Oakland. And it's in there for a touchdown. step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Oh, he wants it all. Caught at the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch on the right side. Hits the crease. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Baylor!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Set to kick off.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Finds his man, it's Stewart. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Uncorks it. He's got him wide open. There he goes. Running inside the 20. All the way in for the touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense working from the pistol. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
All right, let's get it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. Hard running there. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's going for it all. It's complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season. But until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put her game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Finds some room. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Quick toss. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good